I am Mesocanthus. I am an early Acanthodian. We are interesting fish in that we have bone and features of the bony fish, but we have scales like sharks and a body form like sharks, and so therefore we are intermediate between the bony fish and the sharks. We are very common in the Silurian, perhaps the most common group of jawed fish from the Silurian. We are marine at the beginning, although later forms are almost entirely freshwater. There are even some fragments which suggest that we were present in the Ordovician. We are rather small, and our fin spines, which give us some protection, are very distinctive.
My name is Guiyu, and I am the earliest known osteichthyan fish. Osteichthyans are the group which comprise all bony fish alive today, and all tetrapods as well. I am known from lower Silurian rocks in China 419 million years ago, and southern Asia seems to be an early region of diversification for many groups of fossil fish. I am important because as a basal member of the osteichthyans, I am the first example of many traits which would be possessed by most modern vertebrates, including, for example, some skull bones, the parietal bone, sections of the occipital bone, and the temporal bone. These are all first known in me. But I also then have a number of primitive features which are not linked to any modern osteichthyan at all, but instead are known in more primitive groups of fish, such as placoderms and cartilaginous fish and acanthodians. These would include my shoulder girdle, my fin spines, the type of scales that I possessed, the eye stalk beneath my eye, etc. And so I am not only the first known member of a very important group, the osteichthyans, but I am also a transitional form, with both features of the modern bony fish and then features of the more primitive groups of fish.
I am Chirolepis, and I, like so many of the early bony fish, am a transitional form, While I can be classified with the osteichthyan fish and the rayfin or actinopterygian group within these osteichthyans, I possess many transitional features which link me to sarcopterygian fish, the lobe fins, or some of the more primitive groups of fish like placoderms, cartilaginous fish, and acanthodians. And so the earliest bony fish are not the bony fish of today. In fact, the teleost fish, which make up almost all bony fish today, they don't appear for hundreds of millions of years until the Mesozoic, when the dinosaurs lived. And so we early bony fish are transitional forms. Only a few members of our group survive today, such as the sturgeons and gar and bowfins. So we are very interesting as both the ancestors of the later fish and as transitional forms, showing how the traits of modern fish evolved.